father. What is the most rewarding thing that you have discovered about being a dad?
I think that's yet to come, but I mean, from just having kids, it was like just the best feeling ever to know that you just created life, you know? Like, it's just something different. Like, my big brother called me, he was like, yo, before your baby come, all right, you don't know what you about to experience. He said, you're going to feel like out of this world. Watch. You're going to, man, both times felt out of this world, excuse me, by the way. And it was just like it's so fulfilling to have to know that you have life walking on earth.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
like
Now,
I love it.
did you see them come into the world?
So I seen my first one, I seen her, and I missed my youngest by a plane flight from Houston to
Wow.
Orlando because I was in Kuwait. They let me come back home. Like everybody that's in the other side of the room, like they literally was in the hotel room. They only let one person go back. It was gonna be me if I made it on time, but they let it was actually at the time my mother-in-law, and she literally was the one in the room because I called them just checking on them before I get on the flight. And soon as I was like, yo, because only one, like two people knew. I was like, yo, I'm I'm in Houston. I got an hour flight and I'm there. I got they. She didn't have a baby. I landed in Orlando, and when they picked me up, my uncle was like, "Yo, she had the baby." I said, I missed it, but he didn't spoil the surprise. Nobody knew I was coming, but him and one other person. So when I came, everybody still greeted me like, "Oh, like you back? Oh my God, like we didn't know you was coming." So it was still like one of those moments where everybody got to cherish that, that feeling of like me coming back home from overseas tour. So I'm grateful.
So, what
Yes.
was it like the first time you held your daughter in your arms?
Yo, man, it's like I didn't think it would like still be like the same. It was almost like a butterfly feeling. Like, oh, like this is my baby. Like, oh, my child is like I have a child. Like it's just surreal. Like I love it.
Yes, that's really amazing. I love hearing you talk like that. There's so many fathers who take that privilege for granted, and some of them are not in their children's lives. Some of them have never seen their children. What would you say to the men out there who choose not to be in their children's lives?
I I really can't speak on it, right? Because I don't know what transpired. Because like mentally, sometimes they went through it with their the mother of their child. Because I don't like that baby mom word. The mother of their child, right? So they probably went through something with them and didn't know how to totally control their emotions as a man. So they let that kind of control the I'm not gonna be in your life then, and I'm not gonna be in my child's. Like, nah, the two don't go together. No matter what goes on, I can only speak this way. No matter what goes on between the two parents, the child has nothing to do with it. The child has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. The only thing that you have to try to do is to try to co-parent with, try to get a relationship with that other parent as much as possible. Hey, sometimes it just don't work that way. Like you can want it all day and the other person just don't see eye to eye, and that's just what it is. But that child has nothing to do with it. Still send support. Still, like I'm finna do a thing where I just send baskets, like send boxes. I'm finna start